This chilling horror story is called The Thing Between the Stones, and it was submitted by an author. And let me tell you, this one really gets under your skin. So make sure to leave a thumbs up for the author and subscribe to our channel for more scary stories. Now, let's jump into the story. The gates had been open when you wandered in. That's the part you keep replaying in your head. The iron gates of Blackthorn Cemetery, heavy, rusted, locked every night since before you were born, had been open, just a crack, just enough to invite you in. It was supposed to be a shortcut, a path through the gravestones to shave 10 minutes off your walk home. The sky was bruised with storm clouds, the air damp with the promise of rain. You thought nothing of it, but once you were inside, the gates groaned and slammed shut, and the cemetery grew silent. At first, it was only a feeling, like someone walking behind you. Every step you took, you swore you heard another, a half beat too late, a shuffle in the grass. You turned. Nothing, only rows of crooked stones leaning like teeth in the earth. Then came the whisper, not words, just breath, a hiss drawn sharp in your ear. You ran. The paths didn't lead out. Every turn brought you deeper into the maze of graves, names too weathered to read, statues with faces eroded smooth, eyeless, watching. The whispers grew louder, and with them, the smell, rot, damp soil, a stench that clung to your skin. You stumbled past a mausoleum. Its door stood open. Inside, darkness shifted, thick and alive. Something scraped stone, something big. You didn't wait to see. Your footsteps pounded the gravel, heart hammering. You looked over your shoulder, and the graves had changed. Closer now, tighter, like the cemetery itself was rearranging, pressing in, forcing you deeper. Something moved between the stones. Fast, always just out of sight. A shape blacker than shadow. When you stopped, it stopped. When you ran, it ran faster. You could feel it closing in. Then you tripped, fell hard against a headstone. The name carved there was your own. The date of death was today. The air went cold. Frost bloomed across the marble, beneath your fingers. Behind you, the grass bent under invisible weight. Footsteps circling, pacing, hungry. You didn't dare look. And then, claws, not on your body, but on your shadow, stretching longer, bending wrong, dragged across the graves, as if hooked and pulled by something vast, something you couldn't see. Your shadow screamed. You tried to rise. Your legs wouldn't obey. The ground was soft beneath you now, soil shifting, swallowing, fingers of earth clawing at your ankles, dragging you down. The whispers were words now, countless voices speaking as one. We've been waiting. You were always meant to stay. You thrash and scream, flailing for purchase on the slick, crumbling stone. Your fingernails catch nothing but air, and all around you, the graves sigh, settling closer still, their dead eyes gleaming with a new hungriness. In the distance, you hear the rumble of thunder. The first fat drops of rain begin to fall, and with a lurch that makes you sick, you realize what's happening. This place isn't just feeding on you, it's birthing. With each shudder of the earth, with each tortured scrape of claws on granite, the cemetery is waking. It's stirring from its long sleep to claim you as its own. Blackthorn Cemetery was built on a nexus of power, an ancient crossroads where the veil between the worlds is thinnest. Generations ago, a coven of witches recognized this place as perfect for burying souls. And so, they made it their final resting ground. twisting the very essence of this crossroads, weaving their magic into the soil, turning this place into a prison, holding the key to eternal rest in the hands of only a few you never would have known. If no one ever told you the cemetery was a labyrinth of iron bars and bricked up doors, impenetrable after dark. No living person has ever entered these grounds after sunset and lived to tell the tale. But you found yourself here after dusk. Now, the ground shifts again and you sink further in. In the distance, the iron gates swing open, creaking on rusted hinges. For the briefest moment, you see him standing framed in the archway, the only other living soul who knows the secret of Blackthorn, and he's coming for you. He steps through the arch. His face is pale and grim, etched with lines of worry. Relief floods you. Surely he can help you. Surely he'll pull you from this mess. But when he sees you, his eyes widen in surprise, and then in dawning horror, he takes a step back, pressing a hand to his chest as if in pain. Then he turns and runs, vanishing into the shadows. You call out to him, begging for help, but your voice is swallowed by the thickening darkness. The whispers grow louder, pressing in. You struggle, panic rising in your throat. What did he know? Why did he run? Is he coming back? Are you safe? Safe. You want to scream, but the word catches in your chest. The ground is taking you now. It's wrapping around you like a shroud. You try to draw breath, but the air is growing thin, impossible to pull in. And then you see the rot. You can see it blooming on the roots of an ancient oak. See it creeping through the cracks of the mausoleum walls. See it winding through the veins of the gnarled old trees. It's everywhere. You're drowning in rot. The whispers are right. You were always meant to stay. When the sun rises, the cemetery will wake. All around you, the dead will stir and stretch, eager for the feast. You won't be there to see it. By now, you're nothing but a husk, empty and hollow, surrendered to the darkness. They'll take your form, wear your skin like a coat, and in your place, they'll walk among the living, hunting for more souls to feed the endless hunger of Blackthorn. Your life force is their sustenance. Your memories become their own. Your loved ones will feel their touch, hear their voice, see their face, and they'll never know. The monster you once were is gone. In its place, something colder, hungrier, dead. You're gone. You don't remember how long you'd been wandering the twisted pathways of Blackthorn Cemetery. Time held no meaning in this place. To the living, hours perhaps, or maybe days. To those who dwell here, eternity. You knew you were close to the end. Your resolve had crumbled like the weathered stones surrounding you, and you longed for oblivion. The whispers had become a constant drone in your ears, a chorus of voices chanting just beyond the edge of hearing. The scent of damp earth and decay clung to you, seeping into your bones. You were one with the rot now, the cemetery's heartbeat pulsing in time with your own fading one. You knew your only hope lay in reaching the center of the maze, finding the heart of Blackthorn where the ley lines converge, where the gateway to the underworld yawns open. There, according to the ancient lore, you might bargain with the powers that be. You weren't sure what you'd offer, what price you could pay to escape this cursed place. But the thought of surrender filled you with a strange sort of peace. Maybe here, in the belly of the beast, you could finally find rest. Maybe here, in the arms of the grave, you could finally go home. With a deep shudder, The earth gave way. Beneath you, a new grave gaped open, fresh turned soil pulling you down. The whispers swelled, a cacophony of sound before falling abruptly silent. For the first time since you'd entered Blackthorn, you felt truly alone. In the silence, you could hear the wind rustling through the leaves, the distant call of a crow, and then, faint as a heartbeat, you heard it, the hum of the living world. Through the darkness, you saw a pinprick of light, felt the tug of the wind on your skin. With a final burst of strength, you reached out, grasping at the light, willing yourself toward home. And as the darkness closed in, you knew you'd won. You'd escaped the clutches of Blackthorn Cemetery, leaving the whispering dead to their eternal rest. Or had you?